Oh yeah, you guys are about to die in the second boss fight. I forgot. Silly me. What do with the notebook?
I don't know. Oh, babe, it's right there.
Oh. Okay, I have everybody. So, last time on D&D, the party entered the final battle for Moortown. The party managed to set up your army. You went into battle. Bugs surprised you in a way you weren't expecting. You guys managed to pull off the rain dance at a really good time, starting a twister around Moortown. That twister you managed to close in and kill off a large portion of the horde. Meanwhile, the master appeared. You fought a bunch of his cultists, and then you fought a bunch of his like upper level minions or something, and Gensha managed to freeze one solid, drop him into the ocean, and then the small amount of water below you guys, since Twister sucked up a lot of it, is all frozen. And in between you and the master currently is a 3-story tall, three-headed dog made out of a writhing set of black and red worms, with a tiny, like, what looks to be almost like a tattoo that is a little girl on its arm.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you
Yes.
now.
Yep.
Yay!
So the current status is, put this over, read. Let's see. The current status is several of your bodyguards are dead that were starting in the fight. Quartermaster Throm is injured. Brother Daz is injured. David the Robot Man is injured. So is the Demon Man, and all of your Yuan-Ti followers except for one that you had. So who do you still have? You still have you have Brother Kabuto. You have a Minotaur, a Goblin, and I'm missing somebody. The Milkman, and is there one other person? There is. There is. You guys also have your communications officer. I believe Terran was almost killed, and I think that covers just about everything that happened. So we'll pick it up right here with Clang. It's your turn.
Okay, so, I'm no longer holding the scepter, right? Or am I holding the scepter?
Are you unconscious?
No.
Why aren't you holding the scepter?
I couldn't remember if I passed my check last. I think I am.
I think you're good.
You were.
You don't need the modifier, do you?
Okay.
Does Josh
Last
remember?
I remember, you were the last one with their hand on the scepter.
Okay. Thank you, Base Beanie.
You're.
You didn't even have to use eidetic memory.
Jam, the best power.
I still have
Speaking of it, how did I lose my drink?
get the concentration check before to make us to do a spell and then also hold the scepter.
Okay.
All right. What's the big bad doing?
Let's see. So the area
Brother.
around the big bad is all frozen, so you can walk on it now. But it's basically standing
cool.
on that half-sunken boat that was sitting there. It's a small galley.
Okay.
Brother. Brother.
What are these frogs? The frogs bugs?
Those frogs are Snort's Ratmen.
Okay.
I can't believe there's more frog tokens than there are Ratmen tokens. I feel like Swirly just put some frogs on the field.
Alright, so I'm gonna command some of the bugs to attack the big three-headed dog thing.
Yep.
And see what happens.
Alright. Is that the only action you're taking?
Yeah.
let's see. So you command the bugs. You wave the scepter around, and as you spin it around, they fly above, mirroring your hand. Then you throw them at it. They fly. One of them lands directly in the torso of the creature, almost like getting absorbed into it. One of the dog's heads jumps up as if he's going for a frisbee and takes a bite out of one of the bugs. And then the two other bugs seem to strike the creature, but he just like flexes and absorbs them and becomes larger.
Okay, so they can be absorbed. Good to know.
Let's see. You hear the creature roar, and faintly you can hear the little girl laughing. She's saying mean things about you guys at your booger heads and stuff.
No.
It's that episode of where Charlie gets in the fight with the kid. He's like, "You're ugly." He's like, "You're ugly," and he's like, "Charlie, aren't you 30?" She's the booger head.
Speaking of Benny, it's Brother Cab's turn.
My father would like everyone to know that he thinks it was the butler in the library with the candlestick. I don't really think he understands the game, but he's trying.
Roll him in real quick. Get a new character sheet out.
This is my character, Dadacles. He's a level 25 fighter. He uses a giant pipe made of corn cob.
Every time he attacks, he drops down a one-liner that ends in a dad pun.
And his holy book is a John Grisham novel. Dadacles. Unironically rolling Dadacles. Okay. Which are enemies? This one?
Let me scroll. That's Quartermaster Throm.
Oh, he's not doing too good, huh?
Yeah, he's injured. His leg is like all gone. It's like all messed up.
Wait, when you say all gone, like disappeared or like just really broken?
It reminds you of your leg where it was just mash.
Understood. It's all gone. Is this a spooky rat man? Or a bad guy?
That's a cultist, yep.
Okay. Clang, do you want me to help you or go punch that dog?
I tried doing things with the dog, so, if you could help me not drop the scepter.
Alright, I'm gonna punch this cultist with my punch. Doesn't have a special name, it's just a punch.
You're not gonna give it a special name? I think
drunken,
percentile.
Drunken stick. Stinky stick.
I love it.
Hit.
Hit. Then
Yep.
I will roll for damage. 6. That's not a lot of damage. Feel like there should be more.
You have area blows because he's flanked.
You know what? Let's go for it. I'll use one of my key points. It says I have 4, but I'm pretty sure we started this at 5. So I'm gonna say I have 4 now.
Brutal.
Correct me in the comments.
In the comments are like, where'd you guys learn to play D&D?
From Gygax himself.
That's a hit.
Heck yeah, it is. Unarmed punch. Stinky fist. Max damage.
Dang. Let me look at my notes. I want to see how much health he's got left.
I just punch his head off Kenshiro style.
I totally forgot that guy was there, or I would have whacked him.
I say you just shoot at that big thing while the cultist is like right in front of you, brushing his teeth or something.
I know, I forgot that he was there.
This
I
guy.
made a mistake.
How could this happen to... And that's all we can sing, otherwise YouTube will content claim us.
Yeah.
Get
Cat.
striked.
Mm-hmm. Not even Raid will sponsor us anymore.
Just kidding. Drop on by to Raid Shadow Legends. Use our promo code Swirly Game Group to get an extra 5% off. the free-to-play game.
Don't forget to download it using your NordVPN.
Cab, you knock his block off. He's like fighting Gensha, I imagine. You just come up behind him and you punch him in the butt and then the ribs, and he turns around, you punch him, and his head spins all the way around, and his neck gets really thin, and his head falls off.
Like a Cromartie skit.
Yep.
Yeah, I did it.
Dead now?
Yep.
Did it alone.
Thank you, base crab, for saving my feathered behind.
I flex my sinewy body. Maximum.
Next is Gensha's turn.
Svelte.
It's been a hot minute. Tell me what's going on.
I just punched the guy's head off.
Cool. Dudes are dead. I knew that someone was unconscious last time. Maybe? Is that still a thing?
I am conscious now.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I made you drink a bunch of good juice.
You did.
Let me
It
see.
was pretty great.
Yeah.
Dun, dun. I did heal myself last time. Fantastic. What other riffraff is near me that I can take care of?
The Minotaur and the Goblin Man are fighting a cultist in the upper left-hand corner. Do you see him?
Cool. I'm gonna go splatter him on the ground. Here I go. Get ready for this.
That's a hit. What do you do with your Kopesh?
See how much damage I do. Depends on if a 13 kills him. I think he's at a red amount of health, if I'm reading that correctly. Cool. I'd like to bring it down in a solid swing and cut from his shoulder blade into his chest, please.
And so you do, with cunning and dexterity. You slice into him. He peels open like freshly butchered meat,
Thought you were gonna say
like a banana man.
banana.
No, this is grimdark. He gets slaughtered and he screams. He's like, "I had a family!" And he falls on the ground in two pieces.
And then I spit on him and say, "Evil has no family."
Not anymore, bitch!
And then I point at the big boss and go, "I'm coming for you!" And I point my gross, bloody scimitar at him.
Would have been better if you're like, "I'm coming for you, little girl."
Actually, I kind of want to go for the little girl next. Where
I
did
think
you?
we should.
She is the giant monster.
That's the giant monster. Okay.
It's attached
Yeah, the
to
big.
her.
She's
My
embedded.
my Hermano is in the back here.
You can you can auto correct what I just said to. I'm coming for you, little girl.
It's not creepy because you're playing a female character.
Yeah, no.
We'll redub it.
I'll fix it in post.
Let's see. After Gensha's turn, we go to Snort. Snort is going to use an Eldritch Blast.
I'm so full of meatloaf.
Sorry, I'm going to move some people over the corner here. Quartermaster Fromm, you're also wounded. You're over here. This guy.
Oh no!
Okay. Eldritch Blast. Oh, crud. I gotta look at the damage for that. 1 second. It's also agonizing blast. What does this one do?
That was weird. Discord just kicked me off for no reason.
It does that to us all the time.
Why'd you give me this curse?
I'm sorry.
Let's see. Snort's gonna start off the fight with the big boss by throwing the first blast. Imagine she's she rain dances over, says go Ratman, and like puts him in front of her to use as a shield, and then from behind the cover of these tiny
Hello?
Oh, did they get dropped that time?
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's because they said something about getting kicked off.
Guys there?
Yeah,
Yep.
hello.
Okay.
You just got content striped.
Yep.
It's not my fault.
We
I thought
love
this was in the
YouTube
free
and
domain.
all their business decisions.
And subsidiaries.
That's right, Josh.
Let's see. Snort throws a
Buy our
huge
merch.
Eldritch Blast at the three-headed beast. The writhing beast gets hit on the nose with it. Doesn't seem extremely perturbed, as if you flicked a lit match at a large, pissed-off dog. And then
Knew I shouldn't have flicked that mask.
then she continues to rain dance and hide behind the Ratman there, represented by frogs.
Getting festive for the rain dance.
Karen's turn.
That's right, it's my
Karen.
So these two frog people are enemies, right?
No, they're our friends.
Oh, are they Snorts?
Yeah.
Summon friends?
Yep.
The rat guys?
Yep.
So,
Frogs are friends, not food.
so this guy is an enemy and this guy is an enemy, right?
No, that big red guy is a demon that Snort also summoned.
Got it. Okay. I'm keeping track of all this, I promise.
In my game notes.
Oh, actually, hold on. I'm just gonna end up healing myself because I still have a low amount of hit points after that whole
think that's a good
unconscious
idea.
ordeal. So I'm gonna cast one of those cure wounds spells on myself using a second level spell slot.
Nice.
Healing 12 HPs. Can I use my move action to try and grab the staff again?
Yep. Please make a wisdom. So, yeah, wisdom check.
How about a 7?
You grab onto the stick, and then you taste the color blue, and you fly backwards.
Okay, so no.
I don't know, that probably worked, right?
Ow. All right, I think that's it. Oh no, I'll use an inspire courage to inspire Cab.
I'm so courageous!
Wow.
I'm finally gonna talk to my dad.
You better. Right.
Dear Cab Dad, where have you been?
If we don't speak to the enemy won't kill us because they don't want to be like unsatisfied with the resolution and not getting their villain speak out.
You know, I never thought of it that way. That might work in the villain campaign. You sly dog. You got me monologuing.
Yeah, syndrome. Anyway, it's the friendly's turn. Quartermaster Throm, who's injured, he gets up using his sword, even though he's got no left leg, and he flops over. He injured Yuanti, and the demon all retreat back to the tent, basically, where you guys have the rest of the injured, which cleans up the battlefield a bit. I'm gonna remove these cultists that were killed, and then Brother Kabuto is still fighting one.
I'll have to help him next. What is he represented by?
This samurai in the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah.
He does 7 damage. The guy he's fighting looks very winded.
Alright, well, I can just teleport behind him and knock him out.
Nothing personnel.
Nothing person, no.
That's what I was gonna say.
Let's see. Now it's on the enemy's turn. Oh, and also Gensha, your goblin man comes up to you, and he's like, "Teacher, may I be excused?" And you see that he has a knife sticking out of his back.
He's taking it surprisingly well.
No.
How deep in his back is the knife?
It's hard to tell. You've never seen a knife of that make. It's very looks like an ice pick, so it could either be 3 inches, 5 inches. You'd have to pull it out to know.
That's
Pull
not
it
safe.
out. Oh. Dang it. I wanted the bit where you pull it out, see how long the knife is, put it back in, and go, you may be excused.
I tell him to fall back and get some help with his knife wound, and then to come back after he is healed up. And I give him a potion.
So he takes a potion, he starts drinking it, and he's just like, "It's nothing but a paper cut." And his whole shirt is soaked with blood.
Yeah, well, sometimes paper cuts can get infected, so you go get some treatment there, friend. And then I send him away so he doesn't die.
Alright. He retreats to the medical tent, but you still have your Minotaur friend.
See, he's sturdy. I point to what was once a little girl and say, you see that? That has to die. We gotta smash that into pulp.
Point of order, you could have also just pointed at yourself. Like, you were also once a little girl.
Well, I don't need to be smashed into pulp.
Well, I'm just saying
that's the
that
thing.
for clarity's sake.
I was also born a full-grown adult orc.
Like Petey Wheatstraw. Well, he wasn't an orc. It's also a 70s move. Never mind. We'll just move forward.
Damn. Max damage.
Petey Wheatstraw.
So the Minotaur just gives a grunt or something. He has a cut in his face where he had a nose ring. He just pulls the rest of the nose ring off where his nose is all messed up. And he jumps down there, and as he does, he brings up this big axe and he cuts a big swath in the leg of the creature.
Now that's what I'm talking about, baby. You love to see it.
Enemy's turn. Kabuto gets attacked. Everybody, please make a wisdom save.
Uh-oh. Nice.
Cab, you're good. Only is Terran.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Terran's sleeping. Read his character sheet.
Yeah, sleeping Captain Terran.
You did. You changed it to Sleeping Captain Terran.
If that's not Kabuto.
Let's see. So. Who else needs to make another roll? Let's see. 15, 2, 3. Birdman and Cab, you both have to make dexterity checks for half damage.
But we passed.
Rest in pieces, me.
But we passed. I did what I was supposed to do. It isn't fair.
Get told.
Alright, now it clicked it. Hell yeah, brother.
Let's see.
20 brother,
Cab,
brother.
Cab, you take 6 damage. Birdman, God, you have 13 health? How much health do you have?
I have 13 health.
You are now at 0.
Well, I had 16 health. Now I'm at 3.
Gotcha.
I also need to make a dexterity save. Is that right?
Nope, you are safe.
Oh, awesome.
I did what I was supposed to do.
And then this rat man is dead. But save Snort.
When they
And-
die, do they go back to their shower dimension?
Yeah, they just go back to hell.
Oh.
And let's see. And he's going to fight the Minotaur.
PD Wheatstraw.
Oh, he crit. He hit.
Devil's son-in-law.
So here's what happens. It's the enemy's turn. The cultists are getting their butt whipped, basically. They're getting shredded all over the place by your guys' super awesome hero coalition. And then the three-headed dog, the writhing mass of tentacles, lets off a huge roar. And when you feel the roar, it feels heavy magic. It feels like there's like more gravity. You feel heavier. You can feel it when he roars. It shakes your lungs, and then shaking in your lungs becomes like a stiffness, like you can't move, and it starts squeezing you more and more. So let's see who was affected by Birdman and Densha. I didn't like any of the original status effects, so I came up with my own. It's called Mania. It's where you now can move at twice the movement speed, but there's a 50% chance you'll now, on top of your regular hit, you'll miss. You are now both incredibly anxious.
Okay.
Nothing new from my day today.
Womp womp.
Dun, dun, dun.
I was gonna say womp womp.
Too late.
Let's see. And then
Womp
after it
womp.
does that, it does a breath attack. No, sorry, it does a ray of fire on the people in
Oh.
front of him, and that's
Better?
that's where Cab and Birdman got hit. Birdman didn't manage to dodge because he was too busy picking a beautiful rock off the ground and got scorched. Cab, you managed to cartwheel out of the way just in time to take half hit.
Classic cab cartwheel.
But also, this Ratman was completely cindered. He just gets like lit on fire, and he's like, "This is nothing. This is just my front door." And it just disappears.
Do it again. I like it.
Let's see. And then the Minotaur, the third head, comes down and bites the Minotaur. It does serious damage to his upper body, but then instead of being grappled, he manages to oppose the free grapple check the bite incurs, and is holding the mouth of the creature open and in place.
That's badass.
Okay, it is now Poot Stink's turn.
Me! I'm an owie. Ow. Ow. Alright, I still have the staff. me see. What's in my inventory? Is taking a potion a free action?
Nope.
No.
Believe it's a standard action.
So if I don't move, then I can do a potion and a spell?
Yeah, but theoretically, you have to take it out and then drink it, and that's like your turn. Just taking it out is like an action. Is it still a standard action in 5e?
I don't know. I will put it up to the forum.
I believe in 5e there is no standard action, move action, specific designation. I think there's just a you can choose to move on your turn, and you can spend an action to do things. And then there's bonus actions, which you can take one of.
How about this, Klein? If you can roll a dexterity check and not critically fail, you can take it out and drink it in one action.
Okay. A dex check.
You're good.
You have to just get a 2 through literally anything.
I'm gonna drink a heal major wounds potion, which I'm not sure how much that heals for.
Majorly.
It's, as we've discussed, it's majorly determined by whoever made it, isn't it?
I bought it though.
Who'd you buy it from?
The elves.
Oh, the elves? How about 2d10 plus 6?
Okay. Aww.
That
Aww.
sucks.
Aww.
Is that your only one?
No, I have more, but like, that's so awful.
The dog chops off one of its heads because it feels bad.
It's gonna have to if you guys are gonna live.
Alright, so...
Quick, take the high ground.
Now,
so still...
wait, has anyone tried asking the dog to stop?
No. So, I could still cast a spell and maintain control of the bugs with the staff.
Yep. If you make your concentration check.
Okay, I'm gonna make my concentration
We don't
check.
have concentration anymore.
I'm gonna make it's Constitution? Wisdom?
I feel like we
Con?
talked about it last episode.
I don't remember
Okay,
this.
I got a
part.
19.
You're good. You held on to the staff. Now you may continue.
Okay. I'm gonna real quick look at the thing. Go. Stinky feather baby. Ah. Okay, hold on. So I am gonna cast healing word on the party.
How much is that good for?
I think it's 1d6. Where's the book? Is it upstairs in your office?
It's on the coffee table on my side.
It's 1d6 plus the modifier.
Are you taking any other actions this round?
No.
Okay. We'll go to cab, and then when you look that up, you just tell everybody what they get to roll for. Or what
Okay.
you get to roll for it. For everybody.
I'm Cab. So that means it's my turn.
Yeah.
So we punched all the bad guys. Oh wait, no, Brother Kabuto needs my help.
1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier.
Did Brother Daz go back to the tent?
Yeah, he got injured. I put the 10 people over here.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't just forget about him and he died.
That would suck.
Jake just messages me. What the fuck, man?
You can't let me die.
16?
I think you just missed.
Ah. I miss it in my exuberance to protect my friend.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word.
I also telegraphed my hit by running and screaming and being like, I'm gonna hit you.
Well, you should have yelled that, but then you kick him instead.
Oh, like that Jackie Chan villain that lists all of his moves before he does it, and then one time he's just like, Rooster punch! And then he kicks Uncle, and he's like, I meant kick. Kid Me was like, whoa.
What?
Sun Tzu was like,
Roll for
whoa.
each one, or do you want me to just roll one?
Why don't you just roll for one and give it to everybody?
Okay. Mass Healing Word. Everybody gets 7 hit points.
That sucks. Everybody get healed.
Everyone heals
7
7?
hit points is still 7 hit points.
I know, but that was crit fail.
Well, it puts me at max, so can't really get any.
I am now higher than I was when we started today, so. By 1 hit point.
Nice. All right. Then now it's Gench's turn.
Hmm.
Make sure you heal for 7.
Hmm.
Don't forget your bonuses.
Hmm.
Who's good pick?
Before I jump into the fray, I'm gonna let's see. I have a few darts left. I'm going to shoot a dart out of my hilt at the child.
Yeah.
Destroy
I
the
was
child.
gonna say.
Roll the hit.
Corrupt the child. Destroy them all.
That's to hit with the weapon. Range attack.
Believe it's plus your dexterity.
Dex.
Unless it's a compound.
It is definitely
Patch dart.
no. It's definitely nothing so fancy. Just add 3 to this. That's worse. I rolled an 8.
Let's see. You take up your hilt and you shoot your dart. It flies true, straight, directly into the ocean.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Gensha, you've paralyzed the ocean.
That's okay. That means we can walk across it.
Oh. Then good work.
Let's see. Do you have any other moves you can make this round?
Have you tried demoralizing her?
Using Gench's deadliest weapon. Swear words.
Threatening children.
Curses.
Sorry, I was talking to Miles. Well, that went about as well as I expected. I'm gonna now instead try to do my own cool guy move, Hiya. And bango. That's for actually hitting with the weapon.
That does hit, because it's a size, I think it's a size huge.
And since I keep forgetting to add in my fighting style bonus.
What's your fighting style?
Dueling. I fight with an empty hand.
Cool. Like Jackie Chan.
He has 2 empty hands.
Oh yeah.
You should know this. You're a monk. You do kung fu, which just
Yeah.
means empty hand, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
14.
There actually is a monk, I think in Pathfinder, that's called Monk of the Empty Hand, and it's just Jackie Chan. Like, you can use anything as an improvised weapon and deal damage with it.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
I use your disappointment in your son as a weapon. He's like, no! You're like, haha, I'm proficient in it.
Let's see. So the Minotaur is holding the creature's mouth. Gensho, you jump down from the pier and you bring up, I guess you have your Kopesh, right? And you slice into this creature's neck, dealing considerable damage and covering both you and the Minotaur in a black oil. The black oil almost feels like it's alive. You can feel it like skittering on your body, like some kind of peanut butter that's sentient.
I can somehow feel that on my body.
You're like, ooh, sentience.
Unfortunately, Gensha is allergic to peanut butter.
Snort's turn. Whoops, that's not right. Let's see. Snort, having one of her Ratmen disintegrated, continues to dance and throw Eldritch Blast. She says, she's like, "We gotta take out the little girl," and she like points up at the little girl on the side, and she's like, "Obvious weak spot." But she throws the Eldritch Blast and just misses it barely. The little girl laughs, puts her hands up to her ears, and sticks out her tongue and wiggles her fingers at everybody.
Oh,
What's this?
that's my least favorite face. Justice will be served.
After that, it's good old Terran's turn.
Good old Terran. As
Good old
opposed to
sleeping Captain Terran.
Bad young
Bad.
Terran.
bad young Terran.
He was pretty wild when he was a kid, but now he's kind of a good old boy.
I'm toning it down now that I've
Yeah,
got some years.
Yeah, you got some gray in your hair, and you know you kind of lost the spring in your step, but there's still a shine in those eyes.
Exactly, you understand.
Yeah, I got you.
Terran's gonna cast Cloud of Daggers because that's like his go-to spell now. He'll cast it here.
Is that good?
Oh, you should cast it around the little girl.
You think the little girl over the giant guy?
Yeah, obvious
The
weak
flames
spot.
are attached.
Yeah, but like, what if that's her, like, the dog's brain?
But the girl's dead, right? There's an X over her.
No.
No, I think there was an X over the person she stepped on to get there.
Oh, alright, okay. Then I'll
It's true. There is.
do like that. Do one of those. Oh god.
I think, well, also, Swirly as Snort on their turn said, obvious weak spot. But I totally understand if Terran has some reservations about summoning a knife storm to kill a small child.
Whoa. Terran reservations? No. I'll
Terran
cast
doesn't
it at
make
third level.
reservations, baby. I show up and they give me a spot. Terran, that's not what that phrase means.
Enemies take damage from it when they start their turn in the square, or they move into the square with it.
My
So,
mom calling somebody on Facebook Messenger.
Huh? Oh, is that fucking A? Fix it.
And then as my move action, I will go 1, 2, 3, 4,
Well done.
5.
You can move 5?
I can move 6.
What the how?
Oh wait, no, I can only move 5. I take it back. I can only move 5.
Yeah, I was very
That's
confused.
apparently- Yeah, that's my
So
turn. So
cool.
they take damage at the start of their turn.
Perfect. It's almost their turn, so we'll go to friendlies. The rat man is he just takes his loofah and he holds it out there, and he's just like, "How much longer? I have a shower waiting. It's hot because it's lava. It's always lava, but I gotta finish it before it gets too hot."
I gotta get in there while the lava's cold. It's just rocks.
It's cold lava. Let's see. Brother Kabuto tries some key strikes on this cultist, but the cultist is too strong. The cultist just morphs his chest around the fist so he doesn't get hit. 6. Let's see. Gensha, after you slice the throat of that creature, the Minotaur man grabs the lower jaw and starts walking backwards and twisting it until he pulls the lower jaw off this dog.
Amazing.
It
Hey,
lets off
can
a
we
squeak
hire
like a
Dylan?
squelch.
Well,
Yeah.
Like, to be our friends forever?
I mean, he'll be my friend forever, but you know.
But yeah, but I'm your friend in my
But that's-
transitive property. That makes
That
him my friend.
well, no, it's a mutually exclusive friendship. You see that?
I don't know.
friendship
I
doesn't-
don't think you can argue with
doesn't
my
carry
10th grade
over like that.
geometry.
I don't think you can boil down friendship to mathematical constants and things.
Ooh,
You know,
watch me.
watch you be.
Cab, does a 3 hit you?
A 3? Let me double check. Doesn't look
Yes.
like it.
Okay, he also critically failed, so you get to kill this cultist, but tell me how he does it in the way that he falls over and dies.
I'm just gonna do like one super cool like stunning strike to his sternum, and just like give a thumbs up to 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 Kabuto, and then just push him into the water.
Yeah, he just is like pissing, and as he falls and he lands in the water, it just immediately melts like ice cubes on a hot day.
Yeah.
Exo.
Was Kabuto like, wow, that was super cool, and I'm glad that you're my friend.
Yeah, he puts his hand on your shoulder, his big chunky hand, and he's like, "I'm with you."
Alright, that makes me feel a lot better. I had a rough day. Both in game and out of game.
One second, I gotta move this forward. Changes. Perfect. Oh, I'm blanking. The giant monster, of course. Yep. Okay.
Oh, you could just skip their turn if you like. That's fine.
Well, other than the damage it's about to take from the daggers.
Oh, right.
Let's see. Aaron's out of range, so Cab, please make a wisdom check.
Wisdom, go. Oh, I just minimized it. So far, so good. Off to a great start.
I rolled 4 1s and a 2.
10. Perfect. Oh,
Some daggers.
Well, depending on your view of time, I either got a 22 or an 8.
don't you have Terran's thing?
You do.
Oh,
You could choose
am I-
to use a D8 to add to it. I don't know if you consider that worth it. But it's
Wait,
up
what
to
does
you.
that mean? I can't use the 22, so what's the other one?
You can choose to add a D8 for my inspiration, but it's a one-time thing.
I'm definitely using it now, so I don't get. I can't hit most of the time. I don't want to miss another half of the time. So I'm gonna add 1d8. Ah,
All right,
What's
roll
the-
your 1d8.
6.
That's
Nice.
enough. You did it.
I was just like, ah,
Inspired.
man, I've just been having a really rough day. And then Taryn's like, it's okay, Cab. Everyone's got a rough day sometimes. But what really matters is how you kind of pick yourself back up and carry forward with it. And I was like, you know what, Taryn, you're right.
Gensha, does
This
a
was all
19
communicated
hit you?
non-verbally through
Yeah.
our looks.
Birdman, does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
Birdman, you take 5 damage. Gensha, you take 6 damage. Oh no, I'm doing that wrong. Sorry. That is.
Are you trying to half it?
No, I messed up because it's 2d10 a piece. So, Birdman, you take 12, and Gensha, you take 7. I thought there was a plus. There isn't. Weird. Okay.
I don't like it.
Yeah, you took a lot of damage.
I'm gonna put that out there. I don't like it.
And then
Just
also,
for the record, Clang doesn't like it.
ooh, Birdman, please make an opposed strength check. Gensha, you also.
Waiting to die. Waiting to die.
All right,
can give
neither of
you-
you made it, so you're both grappled.
I can give you the proper Dionysian burial if you like. We just leave you outside, but you have a stick.
You are both now grappled. And since the creature's so large, you can attack the creature, but right now you cannot move from your square, basically.
Okay.
Also, drew little guys to show that you're being eaten. And then, yeah, so you took damage, you took that, and then he takes damage from spinning blades. So, Terran's spinning daggers, flying magically about, darting about like little bugs, scrape and cut at the little girl. She's like, no, no! And she's like getting cut. The whole monster, whenever she gets hit, seems to writhe like a building in an earthquake. The whole thing, the whole mass shakes.
Excellent.
Ah, I gave a thumbs up to everyone. I figured out the puzzle after Swirly told us.
Yeah, I think that's it for her turn. So she lets off a roar, and then with her two heads that aren't messed up, because one had his lower jaw ripped off, she bites at the party members. When she bites Clang, she bites right through the deck and boarding and scoops you out of the ground like a crane game machine. And then Gensha, what happens is the creatures open its mouth, and a bunch of tentacles shoot out, wrap around you, and pull you in like a frog's tongue.
It's not good. I don't like that.
So, the first head, Ichi, is missing its lower jaw. The second head, Ni, grabbed Gensha. And the third head, Kevin, grabbed Clang.
Okay.
This is King Ghidorah.
Yeah, it's King Ghidorah.
Ooh, it's Pootstink's turn.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm the grappled. Can I attempt to communicate and or control the little girl with the staff?
Hmm.
Give it a try. Mm-hmm. Let's see. You point your staff at the little girl. As you do, you suddenly, you feel weird, like your feet aren't touching the ground. Well, I guess not touching the ground, but you feel as if you're a different person. Wherever you are, there's a breeze. You're not wrapped up in anything. You look around. You're much higher up than you are now. You can also now use. You hear somebody else's voice. Sounds like somebody who's scared, and you can now use message to talk directly to the girl. So that's the only thing you're able to do.
I'm starting to talk directly to her. Can she talk back?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to be like, hey, can you put me down?
She's like, no, bad Dolly. And you can feel like squeezing you.
Through message? That's what she says?
Yeah.
Um,
Actually, I'm sure she'd be more like, what? What are you doing in my head? But then that's what she would say afterwards.
okay. I'm gonna tell her that she doesn't have to fight us to play with us.
She's like, well, playtime's over. Master says if I have to crush you guys, well, I'm gonna get crushed.
Well, if you don't crush us, then we'll make sure that Master doesn't crush you.
Let's see. When you say that to her, you're starting to get a lot of static. Like you can hear more voices. She's like, how do I know? She's like, how do I know that you're any stronger than him? If anything, you're weaker. And she looks, she's like, you're in my hand and I can crush you. I can't do that to the master.
Because I'm magic.
She got you there.
I'm magic. I'm a magic Birdman.
You're gonna be a magic puddle man in a minute.
And not if you stop squishing me.
She's like, exactly.
Okay. I'm gonna... I guess inflict wound on the tentacle that's holding.
The best move for playing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, can't deny you.
Alright. Actually, let me see if I can cast a higher level spell. Yes, I can. Alright.
There's some bookmarks for that.
Yeah.
It's fine. You want me to go to cab?
Nope. Hold on. 26 damage.
Wow. Imagine you're just like, you're fed up with getting squished. So like a spider being crushed in a palm, you bite back. And you bite hard. When you touch it, it all turns green, smells like foul. Smells like vomit, really. It smells very foul and acrid. And you just dissolve a hole in the top of the dog's head. And you manage to just climb out of it. And as you do with your hands, everywhere you touch melts and disintegrates it. Everything all the way up to like the middle of its extra long neck starts disintegrating, melting like so much banana in the hot sun, just on the ground like pudding. Big green snotty pudding.
Beautiful.
Now you're free.
Can I, before my turn ends, ask her if she still wants to fight?
Now all you hear is she's screaming in agony because you melted one of her heads.
That's not a no.
Here.
Man, I love that spell.
Oh yeah.
Also, how unfair is it that I have a cantrip that does a bunch of 2?
I don't have any cantrips, so I think it's very unfair.
After
You can't even give me one cantrip.
Brother
That
Stink.
seems like an oversight.
Sir Monk-a-Lot.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Correct.
Ooh. So, I killed that rat. Is this all frozen? Can I cross this?
Correct. It is all frozen.
Okay. I'm gonna run up and punch that girl.
Oh no. She is on its shoulder. This thing is almost 40 feet tall.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, you have speed. You're just gonna run up the creature.
Yeah, I'm just.
Alright, make an acrobatics check. As long as you don't get below a 6, I think you're probably fine.
Alright, as long as I roll a 2 or higher. And I rolled a 3.
Nice. You do it, but it's not very fancy. It's like, it's not Circus Olay. It's more like a backwoods circus in Alabama.
But in my head, I'm like, wow, I'm cool.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna refill my plate, and then we'll do you punching a little girl, I imagine.
Yep, with a stick, and then with my regular fists. Alright, no one get mad, but I've been supposed to be attacking twice. So I'll just roll my attacks now while he's doing his thing. Oh. Double money. You guys still there? Can everyone still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, cool. I can hear you. John?
Huh? I've been eating
Okay, cool.
Dunkaroos, and I don't want to hear you. I don't want you guys to hear me crunching.
Crunch. I'm just doing a mic check while we're waiting. I believe we're just waiting for Soarly Glasses to finish his plate.
Okay, we're back.
We're back with
Okay. I
Birthday.
rolled to hit. Is it my whose birthday is it?
It's Brandon's birthday.
Is it? Happy birthday, bud.
27. Thank you.
Oh man.
Happy
What do
birthday.
you want? You make far more money than I do, but I could arrange a gift.
What do I want? I want to play D&D.
Oh, good, because I punched that girl twice. Found out I had an extra attack I've been ignoring.
Yeah, holy jeepers. Yeah, you punch her really good. She just run up this monster like Naruto run. You do a flip when you land, like right on top of her, splat like a frog, and she's like, I don't know how to explain her. She looks like she's stitched into it, as if she's the creature's nipple, basically. She's like a piece of flesh that's differently
Oh,
colored
you know
than the rest of it.
You know what it reminds me of? In did you ever watch like the reboot of Doctor Who?
No.
There was this character that's the last pure human, and all she is like
Moisturize
skin.
me.
Yes, yup. She's just like skin stretched thin.
The episode upsets me because obviously, not the doctor, but his assistant is also a human. She's like, "You're not a human. I'm a human." I'm just like, "Stop. This is really dumb." But
Yeah.
so you run up there and you give her a chop and a punch, and the little girl's like, "Oh, get off me! You smell bad."
Wait until you smell thine self. I don't know why I have hero voice now. But anyway, just the first two, I guess. So 8 and 5, 13 damage.
×2 for punching the weak spot.
Yeah, so 26 damage.
Let's see. You punch this little girl. You mash her cheek and you break one of her ribs. You're pretty sure.
Nice. Nailed it.
She starts
I'm the
sobbing.
hero. Yup. I'm the hero. Does she look any more injured than before?
Well, she looks she definitely looks like she's in a defensive position more than an aggressive position from which the combat started.
Hmm. Well, I have 4 more key points, so I guess I'll flurry.
Try asking her to stop.
Did you try
That's your
mind
job.
controlling her with a stick?
Yeah.
I missed this one. So I just bring it down right next to her face, and I'm like, ooh. That could have been you. Watch yourself.
She's like snot running down her nose because she's crying because she's like 13.
Yeah, I guess. But also, just point to the giant King Ghidorah Cerberus made of worms. So...
I'm sure nobody will blame you. Good hero character.
Just me with the press. Why'd you hit that little girl? I feel like you're grossly oversimplifying what we went through.
That's how it'll be though in the newspapers. The news used to be shouting about it. Monk punches little girl. Flip book in the
It's
back.
like when Mr. Incredible saves that guy from committing suicide, and he's like, "I wanted to die," and then he gets sued.
Yep.
Wow, we're talking about The Incredibles a lot today.
It's really good.
It's very good.
It's also Gensha's turn.
Just finished my Dunkaroos. Sorry.
They still make Dunkaroos?
Yeah, apparently. That's what I was just eating for a little bit.
I think that you just found old Dunkaroos.
I mean, it tasted fine.
Dunkaroos. Are those Australian children?
Yeah, I just ate a bunch of Australian children.
Yes, please.
Okay.
We're gonna. Is there a particularly open wound here on this big meat figure?
It has a gouge in its leg. One of its one of its heads is just a neck hole now, and one is missing its lower jaw. You're also grappled by one.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that part.
Imagine we're just zoomed in on Gensha's face. You're like, where should I attack? And I'm just listing off everything, and it zooms out, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm in it now.
Oh wait, yep, that's me. You're probably
That was
wondering
just
how I got
yeah.
here.
You beat me to it.
Well, let's try this on for size. How's a strength save with 20 do me? They're a boss man.
Are you escaping? Is it an opposed strength?
If they can beat my might, then
Hey, Mr. Boss Man.
They can. They critical.
Too strong.
So you're like flexing. You're like, yeah, I got this. Start ripping this thing open, and then the little girl is getting punched a bunch. So when you get punched, you like crunch up a little bit and start squeezing back. It starts mashing your ribs and legs. Please take a d6 of damage. I'll roll it. Ha! Take that. Take 2. Oh. I can't wait to go on TG and talk about how I did this to you.
He's drunk with power.
I call the child a freak and tell her I'm gonna mash her into the boat.
Does that demoralize her? Because It didn't even happen to me, and it kind of demoralized me.
Mind you, she hears what you're saying, but she can't react because at the same time, Cab is like punching her and using fury of blows.
Like, you remember those punching balloons? Or like a speed bag?
Yep.
My 12-year-old girl speed bag.
You know, I action surge.
Yeah!
Try
How
me
many
again.
times can you do that?
Once every once every short or long rest.
Oh.
Is that to escape?
Yeah. Try me again. That's
I
fine.
don't know what's wrong with my dice today. It's because I played for Roll20 Premium.
Did you really?
No.
I was about to say, that goes against everything you believe in.
I'll say it's actually just entropy.
Hold on, you just... I'll find it. Just bring up the chaos theory thing from Jurassic Park.
Chaos theory, stealing your wife.
Stealing your wife. Talk about butterflies, hold their hands.
Those are all actually things in chaos theory.
Holding hands?
It's the... Never mind, let's go back to D&D. Read a book.
I attempt to reach into a belt pouch with one of my hands to grab a knife, maybe. Yeah, I went about as well as I thought. I'll just pass my turn.
Who did you piss off, John, to get these bad rolls?
Eh.
Well, it's not even fair because you rolled 2 20s. What did I do to achieve these great rolls? After that, it's Snort's turn. Snort's going to shoot an Eldritch Blast, so let's go straight to Terran, and I'll just roll the damage for that. Also, Snort says she's getting tired of dancing, and she's just like she's just doing like a hula dance, and like the storm is kicking up, getting closer. Everybody's getting splashed with water because the waves, the waves of the Twister Wall are so close to you guys now.
I imagine she, like, Snort takes off her cool sunglasses and her eyes look like Slurms Mackenzie. And we're just like, keep partying. That's what we're paying you for.
So it's Terran's turn then?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Terran will, I guess, keep concentrating on the cloud of daggers that's still around, right? So,
Yes.
he'll do that, and then he'll shoot a crossbow, because I don't think I can cast another spell while I'm concentrating. That cool?
That works for me. Can you hit from that range with a crossbow?
I think a crossbow's range is like 80, but I can check.
I mean, I believe you. I'm not going to be super finicky about it, especially because it's like...
A crossbow's range is 80.
Whew.
Crossbows are underrated.
Yeah, they super are. I got a Seeking crossbow in one game, and I was like, oh, it's basically just a layman's magic missile.
Kapew!
Except double the damage dice.
He'll vault.
19 hit. Pew! 7 damage. And then the daggers keep us spinning. Also, Terran shouts to his teammates to hit the girl. The weak point. It's the girl, in case that wasn't obvious.
I just shrug, like... Oh,
what
you
have I
think
been
it's
doing
the
for the
weak
past
point?
20 minutes? You're just like a fat, like meat packing noise of you punching the little girl.
She's like, please, stop this! No, Karen told me to do it. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to do this, so sorry about your face.
Perfect. You guys have made it to halfway point. So little girl's getting like completely pounded. Terran shoots a crossbow.
Word
can't say
choice
that.
there.
Demonetized.
I
Your
think
dirty
we're
mind
more than
people.
demonetized. I think we're fucking arrested.
Okay, the little girl is taking severe damage. She has hemorrhaging and bruises on her ribs. We'll redub it later.
I'll fix it in post.
It's funny because we don't edit it; it's all live. But
Yeah. Also, I don't even know how to do that.
I'm cleaning this guy up. This guy up. The little girl starts screaming. The cloud of daggers does its damage. Taryn, do you want to roll damage really quick?
Yes. $18. There we go. A little bit better that time.
Nice. So the daggers are like slicing at her in the nearby areas while Tab is like punching her basically and using his super karate skills for the best of mankind. She's crying and sobbing, and then she's like, no, enough, and she like her form gives way. The dog creature no longer is shaped like a dog. Instead, it becomes like a mass on the ground. It just caves in like a souffle, and then out of the mass, 6 heads shoot out.
Oh man, we reached phase 2.
Yes, and you guys also perfectly have triggered something else. I have a little more exposition for you. So,
Oh.
So, you guys all notice one side of the twister seems to be glowing red. The light shines through there to keep getting brighter and brighter, and then suddenly a hole appears in the twister, and then all these, you're not sure what they are because it's still fairly dark, even though you can still see there's a couple of flares basically up that are illuminating things. Some figures fly through on creatures, and one very large creature comes flying in, shooting fire.
At who?
Just in general. It looks like it punched a hole through the twister with the fire. They create some kind of formation, and you can hear something. You're like, what is that? It sounds like somebody's playing music.
Oh no. Jack
I hope we
Black?
summon Tenacious D.
Yes, from this distance you can hear it faintly playing on the back of a dragon. Is Jack Black.
Yeah!
And also Jack Black's compatriot, Bully the Frog.
Does he raise his hand?
He does. Bully.
A
He
long
raises
ass
his hand
fucking
and then
time
starts
ago.
doing the windmill from AC/DC.
Where did Jack Black get a dragon?
A long ass fucking
Dragons
time
are
ago,
us. It's very metal.
in a town called Kickapoo.
The milkman's like, he finally came! And he points at the dragon. He's like, he came to save us! Surrounding the dragon is probably 24 pteranodon that you can see are also mounted by mercenaries.
Oh man, can we just play these guys?
The milkman also tells you guys, let's see, so the mercenaries descend. The dragon comes straight down where you guys are, lands on top of this creature. Lands on top of where the dog was, and starts burning it out with fire. So it joins you guys in combat, and Jack Black and Bully get off up here and continue to play music and tell everybody that they brought reinforcements from the 7 Oxen Inn.
Do we get bardic inspiration?
Yes, everybody now gets. He was originally like a 3/5 character, so I had him set as a bard, but bardic inspiration is different now than it was.
So, what does it do?
Well, I don't know. I hadn't really planned for him to do anything. Really.
Oh, okay. But yes, we get bardic inspiration.
How about Jack Black showing up playing rocky music? Gives everybody in the party one bardic inspiration to use.
Nice.
Nope.
Jack Black says that he brought mercenaries, and then the milkman conveys from your communications officer to the party by just shouting off the out of the tent at you guys that it seems like the battle's gone better than you guys expected. Only 2 of your balises have been destroyed. The reinforcements have taken up putting out the fire, and it seems like you guys haven't incurred as heavy losses as previously predicted.
That's good.
We're
Yeah.
turning the tide.
Let's see.
The Zarian party, better than expected.
Yeah. Let's see. 2 platoons that were MIA are actually reconvening on your position with 2 ballistas that are functioning in order to take out this creature. But it seems like you guys actually have it under control.
So the MIA people are coming back?
Yes. They previously thought were KIA.
Yeah, okay. RWWanty?
Communications officer didn't report. It's literally just the milkman running back very sweatily from the communications tent to yell things at you guys off the pier.
Okay, sounds good.
He's just like naked except for he wears a barrel and he's got a pot in his head and he's like 4 feet tall, 200 pounds.
Perfect.
And sorry, I gotta put a dragon on here actually. 1 second. No. Yep.
I'm filling in the history of how Jack Black got this with the lyrics from Kickapoo, and I'm not gonna repeat them. I don't think it goes very well.
He sliced its something or something, right?
Yeah, with his long and shiny blade. And
Oh,
then,
and
do you
then
remember the exact
line.
next line? Yeah,
Yep.
it's the part that I'm avoiding saying on stream.
Sure.
Yeah.
And if you try and mess with Jack Black, he'll
He'll do it
it
to
right
you
back.
too. He'll do the next line to you as well.
Let's see. The tentacle creature does make a roar, so everybody please make a wisdom save, and then it will be Stinky Birdman's turn.
Ah, Baines. Man, John, you really pissed off the randoms.
Taryn Winsong.
Oh, he woke up.
Yeah, but he was always woke.
That's right. Subscribe to us on Coffee. Is that a thing?
Ko-Fi?
Our new streaming service, Coffee, sponsored by Coffee Mate, the best of creamers.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Bailey's. Can't get through a day without it. For legal reasons, that is a joke. I am not trying to make light of addiction issues.
It's like a free bardic.
If you are experiencing issues with addiction, please seek help.
God.
What is the burn history?
Let you pick the opposite.
Is what I said out loud, but in my head, all that's playing is that fucking Kickapoo song. It's like today I was trying to take calls at my new job, and all that was playing in my head was, "If you like pina coladas." I'm like, yes.
In the rain.
I was like, yes. Yes, sir. I would love to help you reset your password. If you're not into yoga.
If you have a half a brain.
You like making love at midnight.
It's your turn, Birdman.
Summer cake.
Okay.
Wait, is it me that you searched for? Right to me and escape?
To...
I think so.
How hard would it be to get to the little girl?
How many movement squares can you go?
I can move standard movement.
That's 6 squares.
Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, You could get to the base of the monster probably, but then if you could make a climb, that would be pretty much your whole turn. I guess I'd give you a free talking action.
Can I still talk to her through the stick?
Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna tell her that we can stop all of this if she helps us defeat the master.
Please make a diplomacy check.
I don't see a diplomacy.
It is persuasion, I believe, in this game.
Gotcha.
God damn it.
No, I thought you were right too until
And-
she said that, and I was like, oh yeah.
If you say it with confidence, oh, use a talisman. You break the talisman. A little tiny green wolf flies out, and time is altered completely. So instead, you get 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're asking this little girl to stop, and she's like, I don't want to be a monster anymore.
Tell her she doesn't have to be a monster anymore.
She's like, please help me. And she points at Cab. She's like, help me. You, smelly man.
I stopped punching her. For a second.
Alright, so
What she think we're stupid or something?
huh?
Oh yeah, fair point.
Hey, you think we're stupid or something? Like we're gonna trust you just because you sound like a little girl?
Girl.
I look at Gensha and I'm like, are we not?
Are we not stupid?
Make it to
Hold
the
on.
base and do a climb check. I'm assuming the talking didn't count as an action, is that correct?
Yeah, that's free.
Okay, so I'm gonna do an athletics or an acrobatics. Do you care?
Do I care? Do I care? No, you can do either.
I'm gonna climb. Unless, actually, can I ask her to lift me up to her?
No, she's lost complete control.
Okay. Then I'll climb.
Okay. Cav, you can see a birdman slowly scaling, but he's not going very fast.
Well, he seems to have it under control.
You make it about halfway up the creature.
Okay.
And why I let Brother Cab know that is because now it's Brother Cab's turn.
How do you propose I help you?
She's like, you're gonna have to remove Wiggly from me.
Where is your wig? Where is it?
She like looks all around. She's like a carpet or like a tattoo on this creature.
Where is the main one? The first one?
She thinks about it, and she like wiggles her right arm. She's like, this is where he comes out of.
Alright, can I inspect her right arm?
Yes, please make a medicine check.
Ooh. Scrolling. 16.
You look
Hello.
at the arm. There is something strange about her arm. She looks to have what you would imagine would be a scar, but when you look closely, it looks more like a new kind of organ, like a slit in her arm, basically.
With my very clean and non-infected hands, I am going to examine it by looking closer and peeling back both sides.
See, when you do, you can see there's like some kind of red nodule, like a pearl in her arm, kind of.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try and remove it.
When you do, she starts wriggling and screaming that it hurts.
And I'm like, yep, it's just gonna be a little pinch. and then you'll be all good.
Now you have the choice of either making a dexterity or a strength.
I'm actually gonna make a dexterity. I was like a strength check, and then I looked down and saw that I have more points. 20.
All right. Please make a wisdom.
Okay. Sure, I can't just make a strength on that one. 15.
When's the last time you had alcohol, Cab? You start feeling a bit woozy. You start
Oh
feeling
no.
some scary stuff going on while you look at this.
I'm gonna try and muscle through it. I'm gonna put my stick in my mouth so I don't have a seizure.
Let's see. So imagine Birdman comes up there, and you and him together manage to pull out the red pearl.
So I also gonna do lesser restoration to cleanse her poison.
Wait for your turn, Birdman.
I know, but you brought me into this.
All right.
He brought me into this.
Then we'll go to Gensha.
Does anything happen when we remove it?
We'll come back to you guys.
Okay.
So Gensha, now there is a creature with 6 heads just coming out of like a pile. It's like a pile of snakes now, basically. There is a large dragon to your left. It looks at you and it asks if Donnie is okay.
Oh shit.
I knew it.
That's awesome.
Looking at my notes to remember who Donnie is.
It's the Milkman. That's the Milkman's real name. But he's
Seth.
only called that by the man that lives inside of the milk. Milk plane. The interplanar Dell.
I haven't seen him jump into the fray, so I can only assume he's fine.
Let's see, he's like, excellent, and we shall destroy this creature.
I like the way you work. Am I still, according to the symbol, I am still restrained. If you don't mind, helping me out here, because I can't seem to beat anything with a roll of 20 plus.
See, he just takes one of his big claws wide like the front door of a house and slices at the creature's neck. It releases you onto the ground.
I smash one of the darts into my blade and just sort of like rub the poison all over the blade. And I try to sink it as deep as I can into probably the open leg wound.
Roll to hit that boy. Yeah, you do. Let's see. Gensha, with her Kopesh, penetrates deep into the already open leg wound and then starts running the entire length of its leg, slicing along, carving out a large swath of its meat. Everything it touches turns green and begins to, it's a neurotoxin, isn't it?
You do have to beat a con save, so there's probably a good chance you can get past that.
Yeah, I believe it affects the nervous system directly.
Flop. The creature starts shaking violently. I believe it's convulsions, and then it's paralysis, and then death, I think, isn't it?
Sounds right.
They become paralyzed after their next turn, and the target's nervous system is dissolved within a few hours.
Gosh, that's
You need that.
Yes, you do.
Scientists say your nervous system is important to maintaining life functions.
Just a bunch of quacks, that's what I say. Yeah. Quack, quack. It is okay. After Genshin cuts a large swath with her Kopesh and her poisoned blade, we go to Snort. Snort's just like, what would Snort do? I guess Snort's just like, all right, it's over. He just throws a huge Eldritch blast into the center of it, and as it's convulsing and taking damage from Gensha, it's a large center mass of it just explodes, and black ooze rains all over the party. Creature on its last legs. Now it's Terran's turn.
Terrible Terran. I
Oh man.
guess Terran reloads his crossbow and fires again, maintaining concentration on the daggers.
Yeah.
Bam! That's the same roll I had last time.
Woo!
Not a great damage roll, but it's supplemental, like insurance.
I'm blanking. Okay, Terran, do you want to roll damage for your cloud daggers too?
Sure.
Nice. I think 20 damage puts him just close to over. He's very close. Oh no, I didn't do Snort's Eldritch Blast damage yet. Okay, yeah, it's over. So I imagine after it explodes a big amount, one last head comes up, and Terran points his crossbow and fires, nails the creature right in the eyeball, which is one of its red sensory tentacles. It starts floundering around, and the whole mass just gives way. The ice underneath cracks. The whole thing becomes like a black ooze and just seeps into the ice. Meanwhile, Cab, you and Birdman manage to pull the gem out, which causes the girl to almost like form back into herself rapidly, into like a separate body from the creature. And then just as it starts to shudder and give way, Klein, you heal her, and then I guess Cab, you probably have to carry both of them off there. Can you make an acrobatics check?
Yep.
Baby
Let's
back,
hope we
baby back,
don't die. Go, not dying. Roll. We rolled a 7. 2 kids gonna die tonight.
How could you do this to me?
I mean, you guys didn't have to get very amazing. You just have to not fail.
Yeah, we did it.
So you guys managed to jump to the pier on the opposite side. The creature dissolves to no more. The dragon burns away anything that remains.
A dragon is based.
Let's see. So that dissolves that combat, but in front of you guys, you're basically in the middle of the battlefield. There's bodies everywhere. There's dead bugs. There's piles of men. There's rubble and fire everywhere. There's smoke and screaming in the distance. In between you guys and the master appears to be maybe 2 or 3 dozen cultists just jump in the way. Jack Black points and he sorry. I guess it wouldn't be Jack Black. Sorry. Your platoon reinforcements arrive at the same time. They have multiple ballistas and a whole bunch.
Yeah.
One of them is the cutest girl because Mira is there. She's like, my husband.
Not dead. Says my
Husbando Chan.
And
I
she
am
picks
glad
you
to
up
see
with, like, a
you
squeaky
are
toy.
safe.
We're not married, but yes.
They don't use house name.
No.
It's some other name, like partner or something.
Wonderful.
Just translates to like mate.
Can I ask her? It's not my turn, so I can't.
Oh, there's a break in combat right here before the next portion.
Okay, I'm gonna ask her to take care of the small girl.
She says, "I am no healer. I am a warrior." And she shows just like a giant gash in her chest, basically.
I heal that.
She can rub some heal on there.
Yeah.
You sure can.
Okay.
She's like, I am not a healer, I am a warrior, and then she kills the child.
No.
I did it.
I guess I'm gonna bring little girl to Donnie, to the milkman.
What's the milkman gonna do? He's not a doctor either.
What's her health status? I thought you said that I healed her.
She has been healed. You want to take her to the medicine tent?
I was gonna take her somewhere safer.
I guess so. You're kind of in the middle of a war.
Yeah. So I was gonna bring her to the milkman because he's not gonna fight Oba.
That's true.
Can you just bring her to the wounded tent?
Yeah, I could take her to the wounded tent, or I could give her to Jack Black and Bully. I'm gonna ask her what she wants to do.
She's unconscious.
Oh, she's unconscious. Then she's gonna go to the wounded tent.
Okay. Alright, so you hand her to a nearby medical staff members who are confused that there's a little girl here at all. Just basically put her in the medical bay. Crap, I'm blanking. There's a bunch of cultists in front of you between the master and them. The Yuan-Ti and the reinforcement mercenaries you guys got are saying that they will make a path for you guys to go straight to the master. But is there anything the party wants to do before you go there?
We should
Heal up.
I'm gonna take another one of those major wound potions, which was 4. I don't know how much it was for again. It's like 1d10 plus major healing potion.
It was 2d10 plus 6.
2d10 plus 6.
That's what you did last time.
Yeah, you can just scroll up in the history and see it.
I didn't see it. I looked.
Good thing I have eidetic memory.
Woo! 21 health!
Everyone gets 21 health?
No, I get 21 health, but I have more potions.
Yeah, just do
Oh.
Terran or Genshin need to heal.
Terran's in full health after the last healing.
I'm still above half, so I'm okay.
I have 9 left, but I'm just worried for.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you one if you need health if you only have 9.
No, I have 9 till full. Sorry, I should have finished my thought.
Okay, because I have 2 heal major wound potions still.
Okay, we should save him for in combat, probably.
Okay. I also have a cure minor wound potion.
I might quaff that.
Okay, quaff it.
Alright. What's that one? 1d10? 1d8?
I think it's a D8.
Alright.
Who made it? The elves? Because I think it's a +6.
No, I've had
1d8
it for a
plus
while.
6.
I won't lie.
How about +2 then?
1d8 plus 2. 6. Not bad. 37 out of 42. I still have 3 key points to punch my brother with.
Let's see. The party also has Brother Kabuto and the Minotaur Man. Not Jeffrey. What's his name, John?
Dylan.
Dylan!
You know, after the Predator handshake.
Is that really the why we named it that?
That's why I named him that.
It's beautiful.
Let's see. Everybody else is good? Party members, everybody's ready?
I think so. I think I'm
Should be
set.
fine.
Cool. Alright, so you guys are standing at the crest of the Noble District. Below you is the huge I guess what used to be the biggest courtyard. It's the biggest crossways in all of Moortown. Now it's just very few buildings standing, a whole bunch of rubble, and behind you guys is maybe a couple hundred mercenaries, maybe a few hundred Yuan-Ti, dragon ridden by Jack Black, and some of your other friendly party members. And across from you guys is like maybe about 100 cultists. Some of them are very hulking and large, though, of course. And floating above them, maybe 20 feet in the air, is the master. He's not even looking at you guys, really. He seems to be consumed with something he's doing. He has like a red halo around him. The bug swarm is almost completely destroyed. He basically has a couple hundred bugs floating around above him, a couple hundred feet in the air. Anything else? The plan is basically you guys should just go straight for the master, and the rest of the army's only job is to keep the cultists out of your way and forge a path. Quartermaster Throm comes to you guys, even though again he got wounded mostly because he's like 100 years old and still thinks he can fight. He says that all of Zyria is with you.
Cool. I'm gonna tell him to go get healed and to sit the rest of this out. Got it under control.
I thank him, and
Or they
grasp
need him
his-
in the directional tent.
yeah, we would be honored to have you continue to coordinate our efforts.
Go help them in command.
Let's see. I imagine he just puts his hand on Cab's shoulder, and he's like, I know you'll get this done.
Yeah. Yeah,
And then he goes
man.
back to the communications tent.
You see streaks down Cab's face. You can't tell if it's the black ooze or a tear.
Or just stray alcohol.
Just sweating pure alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Like a real man.
Let's see. So we're good. So, Gensha, do you want to give out the war call or tell your soldiers anything before you go in?
Is Norbert okay? I give out a shrill whistle and see how many of my boys gather.
There's quite a few of them. Many of them are very war-torn. Their armor has been destroyed and replaced maybe once today already.
I want you boys to get cleaned up. I want you to find Norb. I want you guys to fend the medical tents. Basically, you're going to be the back of the line. Keep yourselves and the people supporting us safe. Do you understand?
One of them's like, where are you going to be, boss? Are you going to be in the front, boss?
We're going to get, and I point up at the master, we're going to get him.
One of the guys is like, he looks old. You'll crush him real fast.
That's what I'm hoping for, guys. We're gonna chum the water with his guts.
They're like, yeah, yeah.
For what I'm hoping is not the last time, but what I feel like is going to be the last time. I have them all huddle, and you know what time it is.
It's beautiful. Alright, so the armies are all lined up. Gensha's men move to the back. Suddenly, a drum starts beating, and all the men start pouring over into the courtyard. Huge fray breaks out immediately. Cultists are flying everywhere. It's complete chaos. Several armored mercenary soldiers are going in front of the party, basically like as a wedge, and clearing a small path basically through the battlefield. everybody's getting cut down. There's Yuan-Ti getting cut down, cultists are getting split in half. Everything's just covered in red and black everywhere you look. But then you can see him. 20 feet in front of you, there's two big hulking guys guarding him. Mira takes one of them, and then the other guy, the Minotaur takes, and the party's there. You're 20 feet, 20 feet from the master, even though he's floating 20 feet in the air, basically. He's 20 feet above you guys. Mostly. You're still... I didn't explain that well. 20 feet away from him. He's floating 20 feet in the air. So altogether, do the...
Pythagorean theorem?
Yeah, do the Pythagoras theorem.
We're about like
That's how far away he is.
A squared plus b squared equals c squared.
He's c squared away.
Cab pushes up his glasses. Ha! With a simple mathematical formula, I've triangulated his position.
For
Throws up.
this battle, I sheath the Kopesh and I take some Jiro's blade out of the big scabbard of my back.
Oh yeah, it's so cool.
And then I teleport behind the big bad guy and I get as close as possible. Nothing personnel, kid. And then I rip his fucking heart out and I eat it. Bam. Boss fight done.
The most dead. Perfect.
Indiana
Hey,
Jones style.
Go
Oh, yeah.
John. Boss fight done. One hit. He's like, he tries to put up a fight, but you're like, hey, I'm killing you here.
I'm also fairly certain I can't teleport behind him until he's on the ground.
Yeah, because you'll just be teleporting under him, basically.
Hey, get down here and fight me.
He suddenly turns around, realizing the party's there. He's caught. He just looks, he's like, huh? He's like, huh? Oh, children, finally, come here. And he just waves his arms. He's like, come to me.
I yell, we're the same age.
Is that what you just yell at him?
Yeah.
He just looks at you like you're not his real son. And he's like, be gone now, failed one. And he just waves his hand at you.
And I'm like, no. It's like, it's time for you to face who you really are.
Gotcha.
Me.
Quick, punt Cab into the bad guy.
Do the fastball special. Just like Beast and Wolverine. Or Cyclops and Wolverine. And by Cyclops I meant Colossus. This is hard. I'm gonna take two. Gensha. Do the fastball special. Just like Wolverine and Colossus. Wow, I said that perfectly. I should be very impressed with myself.
I don't know what that is, but I do pick you up like a board. I spin you in the air, and then while you're still spinning in the air, I push you forward like a torpedo.
Yeah.
I like punch the bottoms of your feet like a big big piston.
Ow, my feet.
It's all good. You're a bullet now.
Oh, that's what I've always wanted.
Make a strength check.
To do
Okay.
wacky bullshit? Yeah, okay.
Seems weird that I would have to make a
They
strength
removed
check
the
to be
wacky
thrown.
bullshit check.
I'll make it a little more realistic, and if he really wants me to throw him up there, I'll throw him up there. So that our viewers don't have to, go beyond their suspension of disbelief.
You're gonna
Is that-
throw this full-grown man 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, is that what he wants?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think that's a terrible idea.
Oh, if you don't like, I imagine this is you holding me. You're like, I don't think this is a good idea. I'm like, you don't think it's a good idea?
What we should
I feel like we
do is make a big tower of people to reach him.
I feel like we should maybe should have discussed this before I did my cool line. Right? Because now it seems like there's like a lot of dead air between when I said that cool thing. And now I'm just
Are
kind
we
of
in
here.
combat yet? Do we need to roll for initiative?
Not yet.
Not yet. Can I just throw Sacred Flame at him?
At the master?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Go for it. Does a 23 hit?
It does.
Yay!
You did it. You did it. You did it.
Takes 13 damage.
So you throw a fireball, and it hits him on the face. It burns him, and he doesn't look upset though.
That seems weird.
But he takes damage.
Does.
He does. Okay.
You can see he's burned on his face, definitely, and it doesn't heal. He's like, oh, he's like, you've grown so powerful. He's like, oh, this is great. He just like puts his hands up. A sound like thunder happens, and the whole party feels a lot of pressure coming from him. He sends out a thunderclap, and it nearly knocks everybody over. Everybody except for Cab, please make a will save or a wisdom check.
Whoop.
So far, so good.
No!
Good job, guys. This is going great.
A solid start. Get the bad rolls out early.
I feel like now that's something to say like 25 minutes ago, Taryn.
You don't think it's early?
Nah.
No, Taryn, we're like at the end, dear.
It's like Taryn, turn around and you're like looking at the quartermaster. And you're like, oh, beans. How long has that guy been here?
Whoa, he has like a burn mark on his face.
That's crazy. You're like, whoa. Except for that burn mark, he looks just like you, Cab. That's uncanny.
Taryn, still not understanding the general plot line of the campaign.
Anyway, can't wait to get my boat back.
Let's see. He starts chanting. He's like, yes, you've grown so powerful. He's like a deep voice. He's like, yes, you've grown so powerful, just according to plan. And he reaches out his hands at you guys. Everybody feels a tightness in their chest, where it's almost as if he's pointing through you. And then when he brings his hands back, something happens. Something pulls out of you, ripping through your flesh, through your shirts, and sticking out in front of you is a big black tentacle. Gensha, Snort, Clang, Terran, and not Cab.
Hey, I did it.
Guess we should have had more
And
booze.
this isn't the first time this has happened to me. What's your point, floating glowy man?
Hey, I'm kind of nervous that all of my party has moved to the other side, and kind of looks like I might have to fight them all. Sure hope that's not it, because Cab is not a very well-built or effective character.
Perfect.
Don't worry, neither am I.
Which is a 40-minute slapping contest between Terran and Cab.
Get up here so I can slap you. Get down here so I can slap you.
Let's see. After you guys have tentacles, your body starts glowing red. You float up. Red letters appear. You form a circle with the master, basically. And a red orb basically glows in front of all of you guys. Cab, you're just sitting there while this happens, I guess, because it happens very fast.
Guys? You were on my side.
Not getting McDonald's after?
Let's see. Master to Party. I wrote this so long ago. I wrote this 6 months ago. Let's see if it makes sense. Let's see. Now that we are the strongest entities in all of Zyria, we can finish the ritual. I've been instructed to create us perfect beings, strong enough to summon Beelzebub, the Lord of Flies, the Slug Master, to bring him to this dimension.
Huh.
Do I get to eat a
What?
big bug?
No.
What?
the master tells you he's going to bring equality to everybody by converting everybody into big slugs.
That
I mean,
tracks, though.
Yeah, I get the logic behind that, and usually if someone's bad, I don't follow their logic. So
I don't want to be a slug. I want to eat a slug.
See, that's my thing.
that's also a good point.
I spit nasty black gunk at him.
He loves it. He's like, great. He loves how vile and strong Gensha is. He says, you were always my favorite. I knew if anything would work out, it'd be you.
Whoa,
Aw.
sir!
Yeah, for real. I'm literally your brother.
And I'm the short one.
Deep in the recesses of my mind, I'm thinking, wow, he made the wrong choice. Terran's got like a 10-pack going on, and that's like double the amount of abdominal muscles that I have.
I don't even think I have 10 abs.
I'm just wiping my brow and thanking the gods that he didn't favor Terran, because like Terran could rip me apart with his thumb and his forefinger.
With his thoughts.
Let's see. So after Cab mouths back to the master, he goes, silence you, evil being! And he shoots a ray at you that knocks both you and Brother Kabuto away, Cab.
Laying on the ground with Brother Kabuto, I'm like, man, I was a dick.
Yeah. Let's see. So, Brother Cab, you do notice, though, that the scepter lands right here, closer to Brother Kabuto than you, possibly, but in between you and the Master.
Well, I'm not gonna risk him missing a wisdom save. I'd rather fuck up. That's much better narratively. Where did it end up? Right here?
Yep. But remember, Cab, if you mess up, everybody else is already under influence.
Oh, that's true. Alright.
Just don't mess up.
Just don't mess up. Just don't mess up. I only have a +4 to wisdom. Just don't mess up.
That's more than I have to wisdom.
It's more than I have to wisdom.
And me. Might be more than all of us together.
I'm gonna inform. I'm like, Kabuto, cover me. Because he can do that prayer monk thing where he becomes invulnerable.
Whew.
Did I mess up? It takes me a second for it to go out of my character. Yes!
You did not.
Let's see. Cab, you, I imagine you see the staff. All this is going on. Your friends are being, you don't know what's happening to them. You think they're about to turn on you or be turned inside out, possibly into slug people. You flip, roll, and you grab the scepter. What, Brother Kabuto, why are you also holding on to the scepter?
I was like, I got it, brother. Just leave it to me.
Let's see. He pushes you off the scepter.
No. You were the last bastion of hope in our order, and you have betrayed me. What would Brother Dax say?
He says, Brother Dag's in love with his knives. I'm coming to the real master, the enlightened one. And he takes the staff and he goes and he tries to give it to the master.
As he leaves my threatened square, that thing he just did,
Yep.
I'm gonna do something that I've never done before. A trip attack.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how to do that though, so.
Just make an attack.
Haha, you fool, I know how to do that. I have a macro set just for that. How's a crit taste, Kabuto?
I think you got him. I think you have to declare, and I think it's 3-5, you declare a trip attack, and then you hit them, and then you have to hit them again, and then if you do, they fall over. I'm pretty sure.
Well, either way, I do the best thing, and I crit, and I'm super cool, and I save all my friends. and I am great.
All right,
Who's
roll
up for
again.
shawarma?
Roll 2 more times.
You want me to roll attacks 2 more times?
Yep.
Okay. I double clicked, so it should have rolled again. Oh man, I got another crit, but on the wrong side of it. 13 and 14.
You do have your lucky talisman you could use.
What's that do?
You also have your bardic inspiration.
What's the lucky talisman do? I thought it just saved me from crit fails.
27.
Oh. Yeah, I break it and eat that 27, and then use my bardic inspiration to roll a d8 to add to that 14. This feels like a really important moment.
Let's see. So what happens is after...
Oh, good, I added a whole 1 to that.
Damn.
Jack Black at the best.
Just Jack Black superimposed in the sky. Gotcha, buddy.
It's that video of that old guy screaming in the sky with a cowboy hat, except it's Jack Black.
You guys know what we mean.
Trick Brother Kabuto, when he pushes you back, you don't let go of the stick. Instead, you're still holding it. You flick it up, it hits him in the head, and you slip it out from underneath him and push him over with it. But he gets up fast and grabs onto it. And as he does, please make a strength check. He's going to try to take it from you.
I was like, Kabuto, don't do this. You were my friend. 21. Oh. Your weak, flabby body is nothing compared to my slightly stronger, flabby body.
Let's see. You beat him, and he falls backward. He's just like, you can't do anything anyways. He's like, you can't harm me. And he crouches down and he prays. He becomes invulnerable.
Okay, I'm gonna use his invulnerability. So does he get like a force field? Or is he just like Luke Cage and like all of his skin is unbreakable?
Ooh, I hadn't really thought about it. How about a force field? Like he has like an orb or like a beetle-shaped force field around him.
Perfect, so like a little scarab?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna run and use that as a jumping point, and then jump towards him with the scepter in hand. Jump towards the master with the scepter in hand.
Alright. Make either an athletics or an acrobatics, and just don't critically fail.
Yeah. Come on, click on the thing. Do the second one. Let's go, not a 1. Oh, yeah, 22 acrobatics. It looks beautiful.
So you manage to run, jump off of Brother Kabuto, soar through the air. The master is like chanting, and he's like talking about how the slug master will come. He'll equalize everybody. And you can see a portal is starting to open between all the other players. It's slowly widening, and the most foul, gut-wrenching stench you've ever smelled is coming out of it. You can hear screams and cries of otherworldly creatures who want to come through. And Cab, you fly up. The master isn't paying attention. You soar. You get within like 3 feet of him, and he looks up and he goes, "Oh no!" And you just touch him. You suck right into him immediately.
Yeah, when he says the thing about the great equalizer, I'm like, our differences is what makes us strong.
Yeah, differences like we fail the save, you make the save. You know, differences.
Yeah, so I just place my whole hand on his face and just like push him down to the ground.
So you get sucked
Brother, get off your giant inky squid and face me. Me to me.
Yep. As you touch him, you slowly morph and get sucked into him until you reunite into one being and begin to glow your whole body.
Am I as ripped as him now?
You're not sure where you are or what you are. You seem to feel like you're floating, but you notice there's somebody else with you. And they're upset with you, but that's all you know about them.
Do all my friends break out of their thing?
You can't see where they are.
So I'm just in a void with a guy that looks just like me.
Yep.
All right. I imagine I'm on my butt or something disgraceful. So I stand up and walk towards the other figure.
He's like, get back. He's like, you're everything wrong with me. And he like waves. He's like almost like a little, like a stick, almost like a walking stick.
And
He looks small and frail almost, and he waves at you. He's like, you are sin. You are vice.
and I was just like, well, you're not wrong in some aspects. You are definitely my.
What does he say? I missed it. Oh no.
Hmm?
Did you lose Benny?
My phone turned off.
I'll give Benny another minute. Sorry, this last part is just a lot of exposition and talking, really.
No worries.
Old man screaming meme. Posted by Josh.
Beautiful.
I mean, that's just good music right there.
I hope you're all hearing this terribly through our speakers.
They are.
Beautiful.
You drew a burb.
I drew another one.
What are you gonna do after you can't play your burb after tonight?
Cry. I love stupid, stinky bird man.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
Wes. Great. I did it. I'm the best.
You were like, yeah, you like agreed, but then you're like, but, and then you cut out immediately.
Oh. Yeah. So his last line was, "I am sin, I am vice."
Yep.
Okay. Oh my god. I just thought the battery fucking fucked again. Okay. So, I'm like, it's true. I am lacking when it comes to willpower, but I'm everything that makes you you. You're nothing but directionless ambition. And that dangerous. My voice is getting cool because I'm doing a cool thing.
He's like, no. He's like, I deny you. He's like, look at all the things I built. He's like, look at all the things I did.
And I cut him off. I'm like, look at all the things you destroyed. Look at all the lives you've torn asunder. Like I've united with people, and my weaknesses, as you call them, our differences, is what brought us closer together. It's like you are perfect, and thus cannot let anyone close. You're all the parts of myself that I hate the most, but all the parts of myself that I need.
He's like, he doesn't have like anything to defend it because your points make sense to him and you can see it in his eyes. But he looks away from you. He says, no, I deny you. I don't want to fuse with you again.
I'm like, aren't you supposed to be the mature one?
Let's see. He turns away in a huff. He's like, you don't even remember why we're here.
Well, we wanted to make things better for everyone. We wanted to become perfect. Use everything in our power to do so. And, well, we became very powerful and very corrupt. I mean, you stole the life of a 6-year-old girl and filled her with worms.
He just looks. He sees the path he's come through. He's made a burning path instead of a one that was blessed.
You killed almost all the monks, our brothers. You made Kabuto's faith waver. You slashed Dax's face. He'll probably love that, though.
He's like, I miss them. He's like, I haven't seen them.
I miss them too. I think together we can start to put things back together.
Let's see. I imagine you like put your hand on his shoulder, and he looks very sad when he turns around, and then suddenly you're back in Moortown.
We're back. Are there two separate? Oh God, he disappeared.
But did he?
No.
Let's see. After Cab returns, all the other party members also return to themselves. The portal dissolves, and all the creatures squelching and screaming, their noise fades. The Twister
I like to
begins
think.
to fade. The bugs in the swarm become decentralized and crash into the water or begin cannibalizing one another.
I like to think that there's one tiny fly in the middle of the summoning circle, and you just hear no.
He's
Like-
the Lord of Flies.
Yeah, like he got in like a little bit. And Terran's just like, ew, and crushes it.
You smash.
Smash.
And then Terran gets to tell a story about how he killed the Demon King.
It was pretty much 99% me.
Demon Slayer Terran.
And that's why you should approve me for a boat loan.
And that's why we drink.
I'm gonna like walk over, and my face has got more lines on it now, and I look much older, and my beard has a twinge of gray in it, and my stomach is fucking shredded. I got like a 92 pack now because I absorbed the master. And I'm gonna be like, thank you, friends. I don't think I could have done this without you.
Who the hell are you?
And what did you
It's
do with
me.
Cab?
Cab, your compatriot. Ah, ha, ha. And then I put my hands on him like, children, you've grown so strong.
I was always pretty strong.
I pick up Terran and throw him up and down like a child. We're both just laughing back and forth. Then I'm gonna go and Predator handshake Gensha and thank her for her service.
I can't help but sort of stink eye the weird, like, Piccolo fused with Kami guy in front of me, but like, I don't know, dog. This is fine.
Just handshake you and be like, "What's that smell?"
It's the stink eye. Ooh.
Oh no, it's me. Oh God, it is.
Do you
Are these
have
the robes that I wore when I failed the ritual?
I don't think I've once
Jesus.
seen you change your clothes.
I'm
It
not
used to be
even
white.
entirely sure you own other clothes.
They were white during the ritual.
They were white when I bought them.
Oh God, we have to get out. I also thank Snort and all the sacrifices that she's made over the course of this journey.
Snort just laughs about how many people she blew up.
Yes, maybe it's time for you to get an intervention with your inner self.
Snort's like, nah, and just flies away.
Water demon.
That's definitely gonna have to be something we deal with later. She should not be free. And then I'm gonna pick up Bird Boy and give him a ride on my shoulders as we walk back to the tent.
I'm going to try to inspect and see if you are ill. Your different
Is Brother Kabuto unconscious?
concern me.
That's all I wrote. That's the game.
That's the game.
Yeah, we did it. It only took us 3 years. We did it.
We restored my psyche.
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
For your birthday, I got you. You don't have to DM next time.